Hello, viewers! Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is PSTV5 Plus, your official House of Musa podcast station, a special episode. This is Pia, and I am back for yet another indulging corero with one of our Musa models and an advocate. So, hi po sa lahat ng nanonood. It has been a roller coaster ride for the past 2 months already. So, with you guys and of course with our Musa advocates, I'd just like to thank before we start our Correro right now, I'd like to thank our viewers, our avid viewers who has been with us since day one. And it's already the month of May, and I just have to say that it's already such a humbling and grounding experience to host and hold this podcast with one of the most empowered people with substance, people with purpose and all. So of course our Musa advocate, so thank you for that. Thank you so much, viewers, and of course welcome once again to another episode of our Flores de Musa podcast. So for this episode, we are going to have a fresh perspective na naman. So don't forget to always like, share, and subscribe to all of our social media platforms. And of course, react to this live stream and comment down below what you expect, your thoughts about this conversation with our special guest once again. And of course, to have a fresh perspective, we have one of the Musa models who embraced diversity and inclusivity. So let us dig deeper, like on how she decided or her thought process to become a part of our advocacy. So mga kabarangay, she is a marketing strategist, an event specialist, and of course, a part of our Musa models and an advocate. Please give her a virtual applause, Mrs. Ramola Duncan. Hi po! Hi!
Hi,
Hi, Tita! How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me on the show.
Of course, it's our pleasure, and thank you for gracing us with your presence po. So, Tita Ramola actually is um Indian, right, Tita? Can you please let us know about your culture, your heritage, like where were you born, and the process of you getting here right now?
Cool. So I was born in a state called Maharashtra in India,
Mm-hmm.
and I have been brought up in Mumbai where my parents live. So that's where I am from, and yeah, so really enjoy, Indian culture, Indian food, the festivals that we have. We keep celebrating them here as well, and yeah, it's interesting.
That's nice. So before I dig deeper on your what do you call this, your affiliations and stuff, I'd just like to ask, how has it been living in a different country?
Yeah, so of course, since I was brought up in Mumbai, it's quite a fast-paced sort of a city, and coming to Palmerston
Mm-hmm.
North, of course, it's exactly the opposite. But I quite enjoyed the work-life balance that I have here in Palmerston North versus what I had in Mumbai. And I've also worked in Bangalore a bit, which is also a fast-moving city. But it's always
Oh,
nice, to have that balance. And because you come from a fast-moving city, you always want to have that, time to yourself, doing sports, getting involved in the community, giving your time, to give back. So yeah, I quite enjoy doing that. So yeah.
that is so nice to hear that you involve yourself in the community. So with that, Tita Ramola, no, I knew that you are the chairperson of the New Zealand Institute of International Affairs in Palmerston North. Am I correct? Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
wow, that's a very I mean that's a very privileged what do you call this, since you are the chairperson, like it's
Yeah.
a great opportunity. So I would just like to ask Tita, like, that's a team of working people to create synergies with international organizations, local associations, academics, governmental agencies, and ethnic communities. So that's for the information of everybody. So, Tita, can you please enlighten us on your thought process in involving yourself with these affiliations that not only bring you, but also your entire community, both local and international? Po?
Yeah. Thanks for the question. It's always interesting that, when you give back to the community, of course, you have your job that you do, but also giving back to the community is really rewarding. And I've always been doing that, and being helping a lot of people as well. And with New Zealand Institute of International Affairs, it's been a different project altogether, where you're actually spreading the word of what happens internationally or in the global
Mm-hmm.
platform locally. So the what it does is it actually instills a lot of discussions in the local community about what's happening in the international space. And similarly, I was involved with Rotaract and Rotary as well before this. And it's about bringing those discussions locally, and making known that Palmerston North also is a great city to live in. So that's my process, is to share and spread the word of our local stories, what's happening in Palmerston North on the global platforms. So that's what
Wow,
I've
that
been
is
doing.
so nice. So just like using that platform to spread awareness, and it's sort of like having cultural awareness also, right? So that's so
Yeah.
nice. So Tita, with that, but where are you harnessing this dedication? Like, what sparked you to have this sort of mentality, this road track and stuff?
Yeah. So when I was in university in Mumbai, we used to, adopt a village to help people out, like give back to them, build toilets for them, conduct sports day for them, because they were less privileged than the others, So from then on, I realized that, I have so much, to give. So that's where my dedication comes from, is to see people, who need our help and who need our support, and, is to help them. Give them those opportunities where they can grow and develop. And if you are the person who can do that, why not, go forward and give
Uh-huh.
your hand and help them out
Exactly.
do that. So that's where my dedication comes from. It's about how I was brought up, and seeing my community around me, and seeing people who, and actually looking at the smile that it comes on their face when you actually go and help them
Ah,
out.
yeah.
So it's
I
looking at the
agree. I
smile
agree
that
so
comes
much.
out. Yeah,
It's like it's
that's what
so
I.
heartwarming to see people smile
Yeah,
because of
yeah.
the because of the your the what do you call this? Sorry for the lack of a better word.
Oh, that's
Like the your actions. So
Yes,
thank you
yeah,
so much,
yeah.
Tita.
When you do
Also, Tita,
something, when you see
mhm,
someone smile, it's amazing. That's the
I
dedication. That's
know,
where I
I
get it
know,
from.
and like it just makes you want to do more of what you're currently
Very
doing. So
rewarding. Yeah, it's a
very
smile.
rewarding. Yeah. So Tita, how did who brought you to the House of Musa?
Yes, our beautiful president of New Zealand, the director of New Zealand, that's Carmela. So I had met Carmela before, and she got a reference saying that hey, you should contact Ramola, and so Carmela approached me, and I was like, of course, I'll be on
Yeah.
board. You don't even have to
Uh-huh.
explain me what it is, but if Carmela is doing something, I know it's going to be big and grand. And on
Wow.
that, it had a sustainability approach to it, so I was like, yes, count me in, because that's what I've been doing before this. And this was something exceptional that Carmela is bringing to Palmerston North, as I was talking about.
I
So
know.
yeah, very
That is so
interesting.
nice. That is so nice. Tita Carmela is really such an influential person, such a
Yeah.
good-hearted person also. So
Yes,
Tita, we
very
also found
humble.
yeah, exactly. So again, Tita, we also found out that you are the person behind the House of Musa website.
Yeah,
Are we correct? Yeah.
yeah.
So wow, that's so nice. Kudos. I saw the website and it's on point. I love it. So nice.
Thank
Um,
you.
uh, uh, I'm just curious, Tita. In what ways are you still able to open to provide your support for Musa? Like any plans or activities to spread your advocacy?
Yes, so I would love to help House of Musa, develop their branches, or, I don't know what you call them, but initiatives all around the world. So if
Mm-hmm.
they have, a new president in another country that's starting something, I'm more than happy to help them set up their website, help them update and spread the word of Musa, and, that way I can advocate for what they are doing. So yeah, that's how I can help.
Wow. So I don't know if House of Musa is already open in India. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure too. I don't think so at this point, but yeah, if
So
there's
maybe
a
you
plan
can
for that,
be, we never know. You can
yeah, exactly.
initiate. Thank
Yeah, yeah.
you for
Why
that,
not?
Tita. So, Tita, uh, all throughout your journey as
Yeah.
a very empowered woman and, of course, a woman with substance as well, Um, how are you different now than you were the last time, last year, last few years ago?
Yes, so I just gave birth to our baby boy on
Ah,
26th March.
congratulations!
That's exactly 5 weeks. He's 5 weeks
Oh
and
my
3 days old
goodness!
now.
Congratulations, Tita! New mom! You're a new mom.
So
Congratulations! And
that's
still
the
very
most,
active. Wow.
yeah, that's the most different thing that's happened in my life, in the whole year, the whole last
Mm-hmm.
year. But also, we already have two huskies and two cats that we already take care of. So now we have five children to take care
Oh,
of. It's very
that is so
exciting.
sweet. That is so sweet, so much. So I believe that that little boy will have also a very wonderful perspective in life, knowing that you are the mother, of course.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
Tita,
And
I
and his name
go
is
ahead.
Ramola Duncan. So my husband is very supportive, and he said if I have chosen his surname Duncan, he said he should have his mother's name as his middle name. So it's Taiko Ramola Duncan, which is
Oh,
really
that's so
sweet.
sweet. Really a supportive husband. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah.
So kudos to all the supportive husbands out there, and I believe most of our Musa advocates also have that kind of. I mean,
Yes.
the support is there, their support system. Especially, last time I also had like a conversation with Kian, which is Tita Carmela's son.
Yes. Yeah.
The support system is really there. I love the environment that House of
Family
Musa.
is so important. It's nice to have that support from the family.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. You really glow differently when you have a supportive
Yeah,
family. So, Tita,
absolutely.
Tita, how can you harness your values and instill them as a Musa model?
Yes, so I feel because I'm driven myself, so it's really nice to bring that into picture as a Musa model. Show that any woman or anyone can do anything at any stage of life. So that's why even though I've given birth just a month ago, I would like to be that advocate that you can do anything at any stage of your life. So that's what I want to
That is
share.
so nice. And you're gonna, walk the fashion show this coming May 27. That is so nice and
Yeah.
quite exciting. But
Yes,
please take
yes.
care of yourself, of course.
Yeah.
Always remember health is
Yeah.
wealth.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
right now, Tita, I'd like to ask also, what do you consider as your greatest achievement?
My greatest achievement is, coming to, of course, New Zealand and, meeting the different multicultural people here, getting to know them better, meeting people of different cultures, uh,
Mm-hmm.
diverse mindsets, because, it's always a process of unlearning, what you have learned all your life, relearning and learning again, So it's about, doing this process, and you can do that only when you get to meet with people from multicultural backgrounds, for that matter.
Yeah.
And I feel that's my greatest achievement, is
Wow.
learning through all those experiences and the people that I've met in the community here. So yeah.
That's so nice to hear. It's really great, and it's also like inspiring for me as a young woman who's also like who's very interested with interacting with intercultural people, and
Yes.
and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
um, I believe that the process of conforming is maybe it's a bit difficult, and I just like to ask, how are you able to process all of these things, and advice for anyone, like especially me, a
Yeah.
person
Yeah.
with purpose also, I would like to believe. How are you able to process things, like go through everything?
Yeah. Yeah. So for me, the most important thing was, of course, I don't know everything, right? So
Mm,
any opportunity that came my way, I made the most out of it. I grabbed it and I said, okay, I'm going to learn in this process, grab this opportunity and, make something out of it. So that's how I've seen every
um,
project or every initiative in my life. So if someone's asked me something, I think about it and I'm like, okay, yeah, this looks like an opportunity to learn or to grow out of, what you have already done before. So it's about, just choosing opportunities that come your way and, making the most out of them. That's what
really
my mantra
engaging.
is. Like.
Okay, thank you so much, Tita Romola. That is very it's an eye opening for me as well, and I believe to all our viewers out there, they've also learned a lot. So, Tita, Tell me one thing that you're always going to bring with you after you walk down the Flores de Musa fashion show. One
I
thing
think
only.
I'm going to bring with me the experience, and
Mm.
the feeling that I feel when I'm going to be on stage, wearing that beautiful gown or a dress that I'm going to wear. I think I'm going to bring that feeling that I feel when I'm walking down the aisle and, actually seeing what happens walking down the ramp. So, yeah, it's that feeling
Wow.
it's
And
going
then,
to instill in me. Yeah.
thank you so much, Tita. And at the same time, while you walk down that ramp, you're also helping a lot of indigenous people here in the Philippines, in Davao, people with who's like in the imprisoned people, giving them a second chance to prove to people to their families as well. So thank
Yeah.
you so much, Tita Ramola, for that insightful messages. For this juncture, we're gonna have a different segment, which is this was inspired by uh, a talk show here in the Philippines, which is called Fast Talk. So
Yeah.
it's very easy. You just have to choose between two options.
Yeah.
So you don't have. If you want to explain, go ahead. If you're going to choose both, let us know. Enlighten us. It's just gonna be go an outgoing. It's gonna be
Yeah.
just comfortable and stuff. So are you all good, Tita?
Yes. All good.
All right, let's go. So green or blue?
I would choose red, but if I have to choose a color between green and blue, I'll choose green.
That is, well, it speaks a
See,
lot
I'm
because
wearing
we have
red,
red.
a shade of
It's
red.
your favorite color. That's that's a new answer because most of the people that I had interviewed with, they choose between the two. But right
Oh,
now it's a new sticks of fresh perspective. That's so nice. So next we have brands or eco-friendliness.
I feel eco-friendliness and converting it into a brand. I think that would be ideal, but I
Oh
would choose
yeah.
eco-friendliness. Yeah.
Wow, that's so nice as well. So, sustainable or fashionable?
Sustainable because that's going to be give you returns in the long term, and you can
Oh,
always make it fashionable whenever you want.
exactly. Traditional or modern?
I would go for modern. Yeah.
Okay. Have world peace or stop world hunger?
I think I'll go for stop world hunger because food is important. It helps you
Exactly.
survive first. Yeah. So I'll go for hunger.
I also believe that without hunger, there is peace. No, no, no tummy's rumbling.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So, Tita, be a queen or be an advocate?
So I'll give a very interesting answer. So be a
Yeah.
queen and then be an advocate because then you'll have a bigger voice because you're a queen,
Mhm.
and then
Exactly.
have a bigger voice and actually be an advocate by being a queen.
Hitting two birds with one stone. That is
Yeah.
nice. Tita, what excites you right now?
Ooh, what excites me right now is my baby boy, Tycho. So he excites me. He
Taiko,
brings
that's so
smile to
cute.
me. Yeah, that
What are
excites
you
me.
looking forward to right now, Tita?
I am looking forward to my position of chair with New Zealand Institute of International Affairs. So looking forward to that and seeing,
Hmm.
what difference can I make with that role. So yeah.
If there were no rules in your life for one day and you could be outrageous, what would you do?
Oh, I would love to be invisible and just go anywhere I like.
You can you
Travel the
can
world
go.
without tickets.
I
Wow.
know. That is so. That's really a refreshing view for me as well. This is very interesting for me, Tita. You really choose your heart, like that is so cute. So, Tita, what do you hope will be the defining characteristic of your legacy?
Ooh, defining characteristic. I think it is being driven by anything that comes your way. So I think as an individual, I'm very driven, and I think my legacy should be talking about how driven and how passionate I am about anything that comes my way. So,
Tita, I'd just like to insert this question. How do you manage your pressure? I just right now like listening to your answers, seeing you being this confident. How do you
yeah.
manage external pressures in life?
Yeah, so when there's an external pressure that comes, in my life, for example, I tell myself that this is going to pass in the next
Mm-hmm.
2 months or in the next 3 months, this is not going to matter, so trying to tell myself that and, just taking a pause and telling myself, is this a priority? Is this not? How low is it or how high is it? If it's on the high
Mm-hmm.
priority and if it's pressurizing, I need to tell myself to take a deep breath, calm down, and think about it logically, make some steps to make it happen, for example. Yeah, so that's my
Just
coping mechanism.
reassessing and reevaluating.
Yes,
Thank you
taking a
so much,
step back.
Tita.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh. Thank you so much, Tita. And with that, Tita, for the last question, what is your message to young minds like us? And of course, to all our viewers out there. So,
I think it's important that you make the most out of any opportunity that comes your way. Be driven, ask questions, because if you don't ask questions, nobody is going to be able to help you. So if you ask questions, ask and you shall receive, is a mantra. So keep asking questions and you will find the answers to it. People will be willing to help you, but make sure that you're driven and you're passionate about anything that you pick up as an individual. So that's my
oh,
message.
thank you so much, Tita. Thank you so much, Tita Normola. Is my background a bit noisy right now? Because we are currently having a very heavy rain.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In here in the Philippines, in my in Cagayan de Oro, Mindanao.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hope you don't mind
No, that's
the
fine.
lousy background. I mean, the background. So
Yeah.
that's it, Tita. Thank you so much once again, ladies and gentlemen, to our mga kabarangay. Give a virtual applause to our Tita Ramola Duncan. Thank you. So, Tita, I'm going to give you a spotlight, like if you wanna promote anything before we close this interview, go ahead. The spotlight, the floor is yours.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, thank you so much for having me as a model advocate, and special thanks to Carmela as well. And I'm very happy that the website has all come together, and I'm able to contribute to House of Musa. And if there's any other branches that would like to, any other countries that are starting House of Musa and would like any support with the website, get in touch with me. Thank you.
All right, here you have it, mga kabarangay. Once again, our Tita Ramola Duncan, one of our Musa models, who's going to have the fashion show this coming May 27. So if you want to see her, and of course, with her Musa models as well, go ahead and check out the tickets on our website. Oy. So as mentioned, Tita Ramola was the person behind this website. So go ahead, check it out. Tickets are still available, and once again, thank you, Tita. Anything else? Mga kabarangay, go ahead, like, share, and subscribe this Corero right now. And just comment down below what you think, what you felt like, and anything else in between. So thank you so much once again. This is Pia signing off. So thank you, everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you,
Bye.
Tita.